It's absurdity in our PG font. Tiger Brahe's behind creased cardboard, but you don't pull up chairs for humor, do you? You shouldn't miss this guy Cuthris. He shakes a stone. There's Light Eldritch compelling you, the viewers, to hit the merch store. 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 Walnuts Grove is gone, which sucks for a druid. Plus mail is strong, but nuts wise into it. Sigils on the cave wall stabbed like daggers. She took wolf form and she howled aloud. She bit at Cuthris and she snapped her snout. And by her instincts led you to the merch store. Hit the merch store. Hit the merch store. Hit the merch store. Hit the merch store. Rosie, she's shopped there before. All her grandkids get gifts from this store. Little halflings with their kingpins playing footloose. I've seen them picnic beneath the stars, wearing their bright dark magic scarves. It's a one-stop shop for birthdays at the merch store. Hit the merch store. Hit the merch store. Hit the merch store. Hit the merch store.
Denard's a paladin, dragonborn, who treats everybody else with scorn. But you know that they all deserve it, don't you? He gains entitlement from bits, or so Jerry claims, so I guess it fits. And they both expect you all to hit the merch store.
Hit the merch store. Hit the merch store. Hit the merch store. Hit the merch store. Maybe there are gods beyond whose tendrils shift their waking pawns, but Jerry kinda seems like he has got this. Except the times when the phones light up and ideas arise, then outright erupt, and Jerry's gone, volcanic curse at Rothfuss. What now, Rothfuss? Come on, Rothfuss. Ignore Rothfuss. Gosh darn Rothfuss. Dang it, Rothfuss. My game, Rothfuss. Go home, Rothfuss.
Shut up,
Rothfuss. Flippin' Rothfuss. Let's not do this. Hit the merch store. Hit the merch store. The summer is past, but your days keep growing longer. There's no wind in your sails, but the storm's blowing stronger. Walking hard, standing tall, keeping your head up through it all. Fighting fires, spinning plates. Goodness, how did it get so late? Lay your head down and dream. Lay your head down and dream. Lay your head down and dream. Lay your head down. Let your mind flow downstream. Sprawl out in a moonbeam. Lay your head down and dream. Joe Hills is filmed before a live streaming audience.
That's us! Howdy, y'all. Joe Hills here, recording as I always do in Nashville, Tennessee. And tonight, y'all are my live streaming audience. We had a little bit of a stream earlier, hanging out, palling around with Zombie Cleo and CubFan135, and we did a playtest of the new HermitCraft TCG Go, which Vintage Beef announced in his latest video this morning. Real quick, let's turn up the resolution on the camera since it's zoomed in a little bit toward the end of the stream. We can just set that like so. There, that looks a lot better. Much prettier. Great. Okay, we are a little bit out of food in-game here. So we're going to go harvest some berries, but we were having problems because my elytra was completely dead, and that wasn't great. So, we are going to return to Hermit Holmdel. I really want to get this plot laid in for CubFan before I leave. Well, I'm not leaving, but before I have to start moving. So we've got a few days to get that in, and I think it's a reasonable goal. Especially if we don't worry too much about clearing the whole thing, because there's not too much to clear. So, let's load some terrain, and we are back here at Hermit Holmdel. Woo! Okay, so, food. Any of you berries grown while I was gone? No. Okay, that's about what I expected. So let's go this way then, and we don't have any rockets either right now. We're out of rockets. We have some in our ender chest, at least, with the rockets. We have no food in our ender chest, though. So we're going to go get some rockets from our ender chest, and we're going to go get some food from our berry field, and then we'll get started. Hey, howdy, Audrey Holt, who writes, whoa, the camera is huge. Yeah, because the camera resets every day at 6 a.m. Punxsutawney, Pennsylvania time, it hasn't reset since the stream earlier today, which puts us now only 14 US Abacus beads away from the next face camera expansion milestone. Tips are welcome via paypal.me/Joe Hills and YouTube Super Chat if you'd like to make the camera larger and also slightly more transparent. Mr. Hardluck writes in the chat, in the Discord chat specifically, howdy Joe and chat, had another great wrestling training class today, 3 solid hours with a group of very eager and talented students. That's fantastic. I am glad to hear that, Mr. Hardluck. Let's go ahead and we are going to take these rockets. You know what we should probably do is after we get enough berries that we can chase the chickens, we should chase the chickens. That would be a good way to do this. But let's get the berries first, because I am starving. So hungry. Nom nom. Bum 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 ba-dum bum. Hey Nola, hope you're having a good evening. Thank you for stopping by and popping in. Okay. Let's get all of the berries. Let's get all of the berries. Let's get all of the berries without dying to death. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Let's all eat some of the berries. Nom 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 nom. Nom 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 nom. Nom 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 nom. Nom 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 nom. Nom 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 nom. There we go. Plenty of berries. All right. Let's pick those up. Also these. Baccarata, we are working up the hierarchy of needs here. First, we're getting food. Okay. Food get. Then we're going to use that to get more food. Let's go find those chickens that escaped. A bunch of chickens escaped the other day. Dang it. That one escaped today, too. Okay. So if we can find all the escaped chickens and put them in the oven, then we won't be completely dependent on berries, which would be nice. Hey, Lizzie Mac, hope you're doing well. Bum, 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 bum. Okay. Those might have been the only 2 escaped chickens. Haha, nope. Not true. There's one. Okay. So we'll let that cook for a minute. And, okay, we need to figure out next up. Let's pull up our diagram of what we're actually working on. I have pinned that link to the top of both chats. Thank you, Ms. Banana. I am doing well, and I hope the stream goes well, too. Thank you for the kind words. No fog mod. That's just my eyeball. We are 14 away from the next face camera expansion milestone. Okay, so we are not really properly set up until we are ready to go and work on this thing. Okay, let's put bookmaking materials we need to clean up, and we got a lot of stuff we need to clean up. Okay. This is garbage box, basically. Bookmaking materials can go in there. Item frames, I never know where to put those. So I usually end up just putting them in my rare stuff box, which is my wallet. Mob heads we need to put away. That one. And glowing can go in the illumination box. The stream weekend participant hat can go in the rare stuff box, I guess, for right now. My TCG box is going to be where we put our dropper, I guess, and our glass. Okay, so let's put all of these back in here then. Except for the empty one, which we will hold on to. Then we're going to lay our heads down and dream over here. Good evening, Mossy Fawn. I hope you're doing well. Okay. So, let's go grab some other blocks from over here. I think we had left some blocks over here, but we don't need them over here right now. We need to focus on getting Cubfan his area by Thursday at the latest. Because I'm really going to want to be in the swing of things on this move by then. Oh, there's already some other stuff in here. Okay, empty. We had bread. We just had bread. Okay. Yeah. Sure. Okay. It's fine. Let's put the surplus bread in here for right now. Oh, there's where the extra frog lights went. That was part of what I was looking for. Welcome, Plushy Paint. Glad you could join us. Introverted Kid as well. Okay. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Okay, so let's think this through. We have the frog lights. We need... I think we're ready to proceed over this way and get our navigator set up. Is that working? It is not. The only tree. We smack into the only tree. Of course. It's fine. Okay, what's in these shulkers? We keep leaving shulkers alone instead of putting them on beacons where they belong. Okay. First thing we're going to do is we're going to consolidate netherrack into those. Okay, so most of these are now empty, except for these two. Okay, so the two that are not empty, we're going to grab first, put up there. And the 4 that are empty, we'll put down here in these 4 slots. Great, okay. Moving on is a chance. You take any time you try to create for Cub fan a zone. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, ba, da, 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 da. Nice thing about the beacons is we can always tell where they are in relation to what we're working on because they glow. Okay. So let's go up here real quick. And, okay. So, empty. Shulkers, we're just going to put there and there. As well as... Actually, we can do this pretty quickly if we do it like that. Evening scar. Bum 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 ba da da dun dun. So we'll put those there. Okay. So let's grab the granite blocks out of here and start putting them in this shulker. Other stuff we can temporarily put in here for right now and then come back to. Whatever. Okay. So gravel we definitely need. I'm gonna grab more of that out of here too while we're at it. Okay. So, in terms of the parts that we need to get done for Cub, this needs to be filled in through here. Okay, so that's good. And then thinking about the rest of this then. Okay, another rack. Go here, but if we're... I think we need to fly around and look at this critically. We're not being critical enough. Okay, so having eaten that... Okay. So we need to go through here to there. So that's going to get tore up. Are we working on the laser tag arena today? No. We had to get... So we had to get that done. That was... We have a bunch of things that we have to get finished before I start my move. One of them was getting the roof of the laser tag arena in. Because I can do the digging it out stuff later when I'm exhausted. But, like, getting the lettering right, we had to do when I'm not exhausted. Paper says, what's the vision of this build? This is going to be a mid to late game community area where hermits can build cool stuff near each other that isn't necessarily thematically linked. So in the early game, the starting areas are not thematically linked. The shopping districts are not thematically linked. People just build whatever. But in mid to late game, people tend to get focused on whatever the theme of their base is, and then they don't have opportunities to experiment with other kinds of stuff as often. And when they do, they usually go way off on their own, and then they lose out on interactions with other hermits. So the goal here is to create a space where people can claim plots to do those sorts of tasks without being isolated. Melted Icicle, who says, first time coming in for a live stream. Howdy, Joe. Howdy, Melted Icicle. If you've never seen a Joe Hill stream before, you might not know that the camera gets bigger when people tip. We are currently at, what do you call that there? Wait, I'm not... We're currently at, what is the Joe opacity right now? Filters, 20% Joe opacity, and we are $14 away from the next face camera expansion milestone. If anybody wants to show Melted Icicle how the camera gets bigger, tips are welcome via paypal.me/JoeHills and YouTube Super Chat. Hey, I hope you had a good birthday for your dad, and this afternoon there, Pepper Basenji in the YouTube chat. So, okay, wait, 19, oh no, I lost the... 1933. So 705. But then the one over here would be more like 703. Okay. Audrey Holt, we tried all building a base together in the Empires season. I don't know if you saw that, but that might answer your question about viability. Okay, so you know what? Let's go from there. Okay, so this is going to go to 731. Oh no, B-Dubs is online. He'll go to sleep. Okay, so we need to go to 731, negative 2046. $2046. Okay. Yep, okay, so that's on track with that there. Okay, and so we need to find out the slope. So we're going to go to Wolfram Alpha, just because this is the easiest way to do this. I mean, there's easier ways, but slope of a line with points 731, comma, negative 2046, and what was that other point that I was just at down here? $703, comma, negative 1934. Okay, that's a perfect slope of -4. So Let's climb up here. Let's land in these trees here. Okay, so from there to there. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Whoops. As long as we don't have to mine any stone, I'm fine. But I do want to... What's the mapping program I'm using? Well, the map is from a survey commissioned by the federal government and done by a real architecture firm that you can access from the loc.gov, which is Library of Congress URL above. I just dropped it into any drawing program that has coordinate grid. If you just arrange it and scale it properly, you can use that to figure out where the points on the map are in correspondence with Minecraft stuff. So, like, because this map has a scale, I just moved the scale, or I just rescaled the image until the scale on the map was 1 meter on the map was 1 pixel on the grid. And then I figured out where one corner of the map would go in Minecraft and put it on that same point in the grid. But you can use any drawing program with a coordinate grid system for that. This is not a sponsor. Dang it. Trident, save me. Okay. So getting this offset to look right here. I think what we want to do on this side... Okay, so it's going to go like with that, and then... Wrong. Wrong. Hold on. It'll take me a minute to get the hang of this. If I just do the dirt first, I think that'll be easier. Yeah, that should work better. Now, now for this part, we're gonna have to actually do more dirt reduction. Okay, it's fine. Shouldn't be too much of a hassle. Okay. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Actually, that one needed to stay. These two need to go. Dang it. Okay, so we're going to go get more frog lights, but we kind of knew that already. I wonder if Frostwalker would help with falling through the ice. Frostwalker creates more problems than it solves on the server. Believe me. Because it breaks people's bubble vaders. Hey, Daniel J. McGrail. You can see me. I'm blinking now. If I go underwater. Ooh. Ooh, there I am. Okay. So, let's go ahead and, as I've mentioned in previous streams, putting stuff into the storage system is less helpful than getting stuff out of our inventory into where it needs to go. So if we have stuff that we know needs to go somewhere nearby, like right here, this is going to all be filled with dirt. There's no reason to go and postpone putting that dirt over here for another day. Let's just do that now, you know? But yeah, we are currently 14 away from our first face camera expansion milestone of the stream. We actually haven't gotten any tips yet this stream. These are all from earlier this afternoon. Tips are welcome via paypal.me/JoeHills and YouTube Super Chat. Okay. Etho must have made a fortune off you. Actually, I've been selling Etho all the dirt. Not the dirt, all the stone I've been mining as part of this project for his stone shop. So he actually owed me like hundreds and hundreds of diamonds. So this is how I'm basically taking his debt and turning it into store credit at his frog light shop. Okay. So this way he doesn't have to stress about how many diamonds he owes me, because he just has to keep his frog light shop full. Dang it. Very generous of me. Once, I actually didn't expect, I didn't envision this originally to have frog lights around the roads, but it actually really does add something that I didn't anticipate. At night, it makes the place very visually awesome. Lost Cult Music with the first tip of the stream. Rolling in, tipping 3. Thank you so much, Lost Cult Music. That gets us 11 away from the next face camera expansion milestone. Lost Cult Music writes, I love the TCG Go stream. Lots of potential for fun. Yeah, I'm really excited about this because one of the things with this too is it'll give us opportunities to kind of play faster rounds at conventions with fans and stuff too. I really enjoyed playing TCG with people at PAX Unplugged, but each round can take a long time, you know? And so I love the full TCG game rules, but I also appreciate that they don't work the best for YouTube videos, and they aren't the best for having an opportunity to play a lot of games with people real quick, right? So at TCG Go, we could set up something at PAX where it's like, hey, Joe's going to be over here playing TCG Go. You know, bring your 10 cards, and we could do it King of the Hill style, where people see how many people it'll take in a row to knock me out each time or something. Hey, thank you very much to Eric tipping via PayPal for 10. That's going to get us $1 away from our next face camera expansion. Tips are welcome via paypal.me/JoeHills and YouTube Super Chat. Okay. So we've offloaded some of this dirt into here. This area here is going to get weird because this is over... where are we now? We are at 753. Yeah, we're right around here. Okay, so there's that road there that we haven't put in yet. That's going to curve that way. But on the other side of it, we are going to have grass here. Hey, Jaded Sun Dragon, doing well tonight. Thank you for asking. Appreciate you stopping in. We are making a lot of progress trying to prepare for the area around where Cub's Labyrinth is going to be. Cub is going to be one of the first people to start building over here, and hopefully it'll inspire other hermits to build over here as well. Oh, sorry, I had my phone unmuted because my daughter was hanging out with friends earlier. I wanted to make sure she got home okay, but she's back, so that's not something I need to have my phone unmuted for anymore. Let's see. That tone does mean, though, we did get a tip rolling in for 5 from Taylor. That's going to put us 4 past our next face camera expansion milestone. So here we go. It's time to expand. Just do 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 do. We're gonna go ahead and find my eyeball again. We're gonna lower the Joe Pasty now to 16%. While we're over here, let's go ahead and ask, when will my stream begin?
$8:30 p.m. the usual streaming setup. Turn on the lights, make sure they're bright and gleam. Talons, people, water tank top and chroma. OBS seems all set, so I click start the stream, and so I'll pause, fold in, and open VLC. I'll pick 2 songs before, lay your head down and dream. I'll say that's us to y'all, Joe Hills from Tennessee. Folks asking when will my stream begin?
After howdy inside of the chest tools break in.
Pick us when poof while talking to you professional Minecraft here, there's no mistaking. So I'll click craft and quick anvil time and champ pick, then I'll replace the books in a random chest with care. I'll tour my winery, I'm sure there's blocks somewhere, and then I'll hush and hush and hush and hush chat swears. Not any closer to recording. Folks keep asking and asking and asking and asking, when will my stream begin? Seriously, y'all, I need to record this next episode I've been working toward. I can't edit without footage. No. Once I'm all geared up, maybe we can start the show.
Yeah, maybe we can start the show. Let's go ahead and take down that setting up now sign. Oh no, don't play more music. No. I forgot to put that at the end of the queue when I changed it. Okay. Cool. Also, hype for Witherwings, who says that the first time I've caused an expansion. Woo! Thank you. Mr. Stoll says, such a cool build idea. Gonna be tricky to build a computer that runs Unix within Minecraft, but I look forward to it. I didn't say I'm doing that. You might think that, but I couldn't possibly comment. Okay, so we've got the grass inside of that loop. Good. We've got... I feel like we're at the point where we need to go and possibly grab... I think we can't really do much more without getting more frog lights. So let's go ahead over here. Double check to make sure we didn't leave any frog lights in storage. I don't think we did, but if we happened to, that would not be the end of the world. Nah. Okay. That's fine. Well, we'll put the remaining grass in over here. And the remaining gravel. Do we have any gravel over here? Doesn't look like it. We were very optimistic about that. There we go. We got some now. There is a bunch of gravel we're going to have to clear out over that way. We just haven't gotten to it yet. Okay. So let's go ahead and get our fireworks going here. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, wait. We were already in third-person view. Whew, nom 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 nom. Bum bum patata. Okay, so we've basically marked out all of Cub's area. It's not pretty yet. We need to mark out where the border is over here, though. That's one remaining bit. Real quick, let me check what's in these shulkers. If these are all empty, we're going to pick those up too. We're trying to consolidate some of that stuff down. Okay. That's about what I expected. Cool, so we've got plenty of extra storage in there. Don't have to worry about that right now. Quest Reborn says that's a ton of work done. Thank you. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with how things are going here. We need to go make some IOU markers for Etho, or actually just grab some out of my storage. Okay. You owe me 3 diamonds. Great. We are going to want to grab 18 of those and put that back in there. And we're going to want to put those recently emptied shulkers into our empty shulker box here, which we have very few of, I'm realizing, these days. That's not ideal. You know, we should probably consolidate some of this stuff into there while we're at it, because we got to wait for nighttime anyway. Okay. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to consolidate these into here. And queue this box up to give Etho when he needs it. And we're going to bed race B-dubs. Yeah, I made it. Oh, B-dubs left the game. No wonder we won. Yay. Have a good day, Melted Icicle. Good night. Sleep well. Lay your head down and dream. Okay. So, yeah, in our boxes for B-dubs block. Yeah, we've got how many? We've got 8, 10, 11. We got 11 already boxed up. We just don't have the shulkers for him. Okay. What does ethos say? Da 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 da. Dun da dun 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 da da. Bum 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 bum. What does ethos say? Good evening, Staccato Comet. Welcome, Killer. Glad you could join us in the Twitch chat. And Santi Marshmallow as well. Glad you could join us. We were just going to the shopping district to grab some frog lights here. Okay. Uh-oh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, that'll be enough to get us through the day. If you have any bundles on HermitCraft, you can put bundles inside of bundles, which can help you storage with New Mine Mountains. I don't think that the bundles aren't really good for when you have large amounts of the same item. Bundles are for combining a bunch of items that you couldn't stack otherwise. But for, like, okay, we've got 20,000 stone. It's just easier to put them in shulkers at that point. What did I pay with? Oh, since I have been selling Etho shulkers of stone, but he didn't have diamonds, at one point he owed me like hundreds and hundreds of diamonds. We're getting down into the low hundreds now. But I'm basically giving him debt forgiveness tokens. And, yeah. So, Etho is buying all of the stone that I'm mining out to level this area. And so, for 2 diamonds per shulker of stone or cobble. And that's a lot. I'm not trying to build all of New Jersey, Santi, Marshmallow. I'm trying to build Bell Laboratories Research and Development campus from Holmdel in Monmouth County, New Jersey. Madam Mayhem says it's like a reverse IOU. Basically, I'm turning his debt into store credit. Does that make sense? How's he stopped buying stone? Well, he's going to be buying it all season. Don't worry. Because he realized that if he stopped buying it, I'm just going to give it away. And if I give it away, nobody will ever buy the stone he's already bought. No, Etho has the stone permit. So I'm wholesaling, I'm providing his shop with the stone to sell, right? He sells the shulkers for 9, he sells a shulker of stone for 9 diamonds after I sell it to him for 2. And I'm realizing I didn't actually get enough dirt to do this right. Let me fix that. So basically, I have a supplier agreement with Etho, who holds the stone permit. Okay, so we're going to extend this out like that, and then bring this over like this. Oops. Nope. Come on. Yep, so that's going to go like that, basically. And cap there. Okay. So we're going to have a comparable line. That is going to run with the same slope starting down here. Is it even the same length? Not quite, but it's the same slope. We know it's a 4... a slope of 4. Okay. So that one is going to start at 740. Negative 2048. Okay. And it's going to run down this way to... what is that one? 713 negative 1939. Yep, that seems like the right distance away from there. It doesn't seem... Okay, yeah. So, how far across is this? This is 6. Based on the way that we like to do our diagonals, if we had this cut off, if we had this offset by the same amount each time. Hey, Pony, it's going well. I'm a tourist, says, why can I occasionally see an eye reflected across the screen? Oh, a lot of streamers these days use webcams to make viewers feel more connected with them. I'm not sure if it's working or not, but the camera gets bigger every time we hit certain tipping milestones, and we are currently $16 away from the next face camera expansion milestone. So if anybody would like to make the camera larger for I'm a Tourist, we are $16 away from that. Okay, so right now I'm kind of figuring out how this would work. So it would kind of go like that, and then it would go... Hold on. I'm trying to figure out how we want to align these diagonals. This is a really nitpicky thing, but I don't want to redo work. I'd rather do this right the first time, and I know this is going to bother me if we don't get it right. So, okay. Whoops. Okay, so this is how the diagonals would naturally align. Okay, great. Because we want these lines to feel parallel to each other, and they're not going to if we didn't do that alignment step. They would technically still have the same slope, but they wouldn't visually feel parallel in the same way if that was wrong. Thank you for bearing with me on that nitpick. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. Okay, so now we're going to go over here. And based on who's online, we probably need to go to bed ourselves. I don't trust any other hermit to bother. And we also need to go somewhere there's an ender chest because we are out of food. And very low on health. And let's go ahead and zoom back out over here so people can see what we're working on our big map. The oval here is 600 meters wide on the minor diameter, and it is 900 meters wide on the major diameter. So it's a pretty big oval. Meters are blocks in game, if you didn't know. Okay. And let's go ahead and grab our chicken from our furnace. It should be done cooking as well. So now we're going to have food, which is nice. We haven't had food for a while since we finished all the berries. I'm wondering if it might be wise to not do that. Thanks, blast protection. Okay. There's our elytra back. We got that. That got blown all the way into the back corner there. Okay. Okay. Let's move all the ice into here. Okay. Let's just dump whatever we can so stuff doesn't start despawning, because it's going to start despawning very soon, and we still don't have 2 pickaxes. We still don't have our axe. Okay. Yeah, we have lost a lot of gear. It seems to be over that way, though. So, let's see if we can get it back. I wonder if some of it got exploded into here. Well, maybe not. Oh, no, it got exploded up this way. Okay, so we're still missing our axe. Where could it have gone? I mean, the elytra got blown all the way back here. And other stuff got blown back this way, too. No, I don't still have my tools, Bacarata. That's what I'm complaining about. I mean, the axe is probably the easiest thing to replace out of all of them. Because it was diamond rather than fancy. I feel like it hasn't been 5 minutes yet. Did I accidentally put it in a box when I was frantically placing things? Nope. Did I really only have 2 stacks of verdant frog lights as well? Or did I put some of those away? No, I put some of those away. Okay. Okay, so we got all the verdant frog lights back. the stuff over here. Hi, Cub. Okay. I can't conceive of where it could have gone. It's probably despawned by this point, or we would have found it. Yeah, hitbox is on. No sign of it anywhere. Unless it's all the way over there. Nope, those are chickens. And that's an egg. Nope. High Five and Hippo says, Joe, the stream has some weird cloudy artifacts. Do you mean the stream has a web camera? A lot of streams have web cameras these days. It's pretty standard. Hey, welcome, Raiders. Glad you could join us. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like the axe must have ended up in the hoppers somehow. But that's the only thing that makes sense, is if for the axe to disappear, is if it like went in one of the hoppers. But the hoppers aren't full. Unless one of them isn't linked to the rest by accident somehow, but I don't know how I'd manage that. I would have noticed by now, I feel like, if the hoppers weren't connected, but I don't know. Okay, so we are down 1 axe in that creeper attack, but whatever. It's fine. Okay. So yeah, we came over here to get chicken, which we got. We need to put the other chicken in the oven, though, before we leave. Okay. Very successful visit to the pyramid. We only lost 1 enchanted diamond tool. Yay! And we still have our trident. Not the other trident that we lost last time we got creepered. But it's fine. It's fine. Okay. So what are we supposed to be doing? We are supposed to be marking this out over here. Okay. Let's come down here a little bit. We need to be coming in about 6 deep here, roughly, to make this driveway the right size. Yeah, because we're at, whoops. I was going to say we're going to need to do that over there too. Let's go ahead and... My storage is a mess because of that creeper exploding all those chests. It's fine though. Okay. Let's grab all this stuff. Okay. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Cut back in this way. Okay. Yeah, I unfortunately cannot enchant my chests with blast protection. You can enchant chest plates, but not chests. That's a oversight on Mojang's part. We're gonna have to file a complaint or a bug report or something. Expected behavior. Should be able to enchant chest plates the same way as chests. Actual behavior. Cannot enchant chests. Is it already nighttime again? Did we waste that entire day trying to find that stuff the creeper exploded? Oh, come on. What a wasted day. Total waste. This one doesn't have a bed on it. It is 8 bricks. Good eye there, Bacarata. Good eye. Good eye, mate. I'm Australian. That wasn't a very good Australian accent, I don't think. Should hang out with Pearl more clearly. Okay, let's get all this stuff done. Woo. Okay. Now we're gonna come back this way. Okay. Little Kirby says, who do I think had the best stream this weekend? I watched a few streams this weekend. I felt like Manu's video DJ stream earlier today was pretty good. The Fox Cities Pinball stream was solid, though, last night. And so was the Logan Arcade stream last night was actually surprisingly good. Usually, and I say surprising, not as an insult to the people who work very hard at Logan's Arcade, but I think that they will admit as quickly as anyone, they usually don't have their audio set up to isolate the voices of the players very well. And they had their players wearing headsets this time, wireless headsets for the players. So the people in the booth and the players could talk to each other. And you could hear it all on stream. And that was a huge upgrade. So, like, to some degree, I feel like if you're going to do, like, a most improved award, that would probably go to the Logan Arcade people. Okay. So we need to go ahead and get in this curve here now. Peregrine says, how did the new card game go? I only got to catch the last couple of games. It was a lot of fun. I was a little dubious because I love the original, and I didn't want to bring that dubiousness energy into the stream, but I was a little dubious. I was like, man, this is already so good. I don't know if this is going to make it better. It makes it different in good ways that I didn't expect based on just reading the rules. This is why playtesting is so important. You actually sit down and mess with something, and you really start to see things that you wouldn't otherwise. So, yeah, I was really impressed. We sent Beef some notes, and he's already starting to look at those and get back to us. So, yeah, I'm excited to play this with more hermits in the future. Let's see. So we need to go to 725, negative 2055. That's here. And then we need to go to 2025. Okay. Yeah, so it kind of curves down like this, it looks like. And then, let's see, how does this part of the curve go? 721, negative 2054 is still here. Okay. So that might kind of curve like that a little bit there. Yeah, I feel like that's kind of gives the general impression we're going for here. Whew. Have a good night, Hippostodon. Enjoy living in Greece. Am I worried about the directions of the frog lights? No. I placed 14,000 frog lights before I found out they had directional placement. So I'm just going to keep ignoring it. We'll say it's texturing and that we learned it from B-dubs. Oh, you know, it breaks up the line. So it feels more natural. Okay. So this part here is going to be weird. Okay. Oh, this is going to be parallel to that one, though. So I just need to look at what the... yeah. So that's 734. Is that actually this line here? 729. This might be too far. 734. Negative 2064. $734. Okay. So how did I do this slope here? This was 1, 2, 3, and then a double. Okay. So that'd be like 1, 2, 3, double. Okay. Yeah, that feels close to right. Whoops. 1, 2, 3, then a double. 1, 2, 3, then a double. 1, 2, 3, then a double. Now there's going to be a gap in here, but we want to get the rough line in first. It's my opinion on baked beans. Oh, they're good. No complaints. Okay, so where this actually is supposed to end is at 686. Okay, so we actually overshot that by several. More than I intended. Okay. At least there's no dolphins under here like when we were working on our other build. Stealing all my blocks. Okay, and so then this point was 708. So we want to get rid of 709 through 717. Wow, that's more than I thought. Okay, but at least now we know that these lines are aligned. That's the big thing. We benefit from having this feel like it's a segmented piece of the same thing. Okay, let's eat some chicken and then run down here to bed. Nom nom nom. Dun 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 dun. If you actually click through to the what we're building map, Audrey Holt, there's actually 4 pages of zoomed in versions where every single plant is labeled. We're not using the every single plant is labeled one, but you could actually find out exactly what each plant is if you pull that up. That's why we've got that linked, because there's a lot of great stuff that people would want to explore in here. And I want to make sure y'all have the opportunity to do so. Okay. So, 722. Why is my third person so zoomed out? Because otherwise you can't see the rockets when I'm flying. See? That way you can see the rockets better. Welcome, Jubali. So we're trying to go to 722. Where is that? That's this way. 722... Negative 2083. Okay. Okay, and then that's going to continue back this way to 740 2070. Okay. Oops. So where did we screw that up? 740 negative 2070. 1232. It looks like maybe that's close. But yeah, then that would have continued there. Okay, well, what we're really concerned about today, though, is the parts in here, which of course have trees and a hill that we have to remove. Is this beacon actually running anything? He's 2. Okay, cool. Okay. So we got to sort this bit out. We're going to temporarily put the grass and stuff over here. We're going to grab... Okay, netherrack is in there. More grass is in there. We basically abandoned this beacon almost immediately because we ended up using that corner beacon here. Which is not exactly fit for purpose, but whatever. Okay, so... let's go ahead and clear this. Howdy to Southern Kentucky, Chrissy Dawn. Glad you could join us. Hi to Australia, Beatrice Jack as well. I can see my face cam. It wouldn't be very helpful if I couldn't, because then I couldn't keep my eye centered. In fact, I'm not doing a great job of that now that I'm paying more attention to it. I usually kind of ignore it. Does anyone know what false needs in terms of materials and stuff? If I wanted to trade false something. Like, does she have any builds coming up where she's like, oh yeah, I need a ton of this or that? Because I realize I should... there's a bridge over here that I don't have worked out that maybe I should think about hiring false for. And like Rendog, I was originally just going to assume that false would help me without asking in advance. But I saw Rendog today got kind of yelled at for that, or at least, you know, scolded. And I find it's good to learn from other people's mistakes so I have more time to make new ones. She's using a lot of dark oak and bamboo. Okay, I don't have a lot of those. She's using a lot of green and brown. James Vernon says, what drawing software do you use to which has coordinates? I was going to say almost any drawing software I've used in the last 20 years has coordinates. So yeah, I just recommend people use whatever they're comfortable with. The stuff I'm using is not necessarily what I would recommend to other people. Because for one thing, they're not a sponsor, and for another thing, it's probably more high-end than what a lot of people need. So, like, I tend to have high-end tools because I have to do other jobs. But then since I already learned those tools, I just use them for this stuff too. But then they're overkill for this stuff in a lot of ways. Like, it would be, I don't want to tell some kid, yeah, oh, go pay $150 for this license for this software, when it's like, you don't need this particular software, kid. Bamboo, melons, moss, green terracotta. Okay. We've got some green dye, we've got some surplus terracotta, but not like, you know, a lot. She's using some granite. Ooh, we do have granite. That I could give her. Just ask her. Well, the thing is, though, I think it helps if I have, like, an opening offer, like, hey, I heard you might need some granite, but if you need something else... So it needs to look like I've done my homework, right? Like, I want to seem like I'm interested in trading with her in particular, not just like trying to offload random stuff. Okay. Mailman Dave says, my big criticism of TCG Go format is how many of the cards it invalidates. Yeah, that's true. That you can't use every card from the main TCG game in TCG Go. One thing you can do, though, I'd like to point out that I think a lot of families will like is you can take one box of TCG cards and stretch it to make multiple 10-card decks. So it's kind of a lower cost option for families with a lot of kids to be able to, you know, have kids playing. So, yeah, not every card gets carried over, but there's a trade-off there. False needs gravel for her. Concrete shop, maybe. Yeah, my problem is I need a ton of gravel right now, too. And so it's hard for me to give away gravel when I need it for my roads. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Quick, before the beacon breaks. Is it still working? Nah. Okay, good. It's powered back up. Scar sells gravel. Well, the thing is, this flat area here was gravel hills. You see all this grass? This was all gravel hills. I've mined out the gravel. I've got gravel that Scar wants to buy from me. But I'm like, I don't know if I can sell it because I need it for my roads. So I'm not going to buy gravel from Scar to trade false. When I'm sitting on a lot of it myself. But the problem is I don't know how much I need to hold in reserve for my roads. Without doing some complex geometry math, which I'm not sure I'm mentally equipped for at this time. At this time, anyway. Linksy rating with a party of, what is that, 435, wow. Linksy Raiders, welcome. My name is Joe Hills, I'm broadcasting live from Nashville, Tennessee. Let's get my eyeball back in frame here. We are currently flying over my Hermit Homedale community area. This is going to be a mid to late game hangout and sculptural expression area for the Hermits. It's not really gotten any other Hermits here yet than me, just working on the setup at this point. But our first person who's going to be helping me out before the grand opening is Cub Fan. Cub Fan's going to have a plot right in here, which I am in the process of clearing out. I need to actually move this beacon base now that I'm looking at it. That's in the way. I have to draw the last lines that connect Cub's plot here. Linksy says, oh, I'm loving the road work. Yeah, let me zoom out on the map. This map I've got in the upper right corner is actually linked in the top of the Twitch and YouTube chats. So if you see that, what we're building, libraryofcongress.gov link, that is a version of the same survey that I am using. Yeah, we've got the roads marked out for the southwest half, basically, of the Belt Road here. Serene Spark says, I used to drive past that place on the way to work every day. Awesome. Yeah, this is a real building. The oval for the Belt Road is 900 blocks on the major diameter, 600 blocks on the minor diameter. So my goal is to do the grand opening for this area in mid-June and to have the southwest half of those roads in by then. The northeast half of the roads is going to go out this way. I've started marking some of it. I don't know if you can see. There's like little purple markers there with torches. But we're going to have a lot of clearing to do. That road is going to go into that mountain, cut through, come back around. We've got two lakes that are going to go in the front or on the north east side of the building here as well. We've started marking out, but it is we're a long way from being able to really break ground on that northern part when we still got so much on this part still here left to do. So the building itself is a 1/4 mile long. It was the home of the Bell Laboratories research and development teams for years, for many decades in Monmouth County, New Jersey. And that is going to be the last thing. How do I feel about the snow everywhere? I've decided not to worry about the snow. I feel like that's something where I'm going to figure out how much I want to lean into it later. I might replace all these grass blocks with snow blocks, actually. Shrimp Pier says, what inspired you to make this specific building? This is the first, this is the first building I ever looked at and said, huh, that has interesting parking lots. And I thought, you know, it'd be cool for the hermits to have a place where they could, like, claim plots to build random stuff in the mid to late game. Because at the beginning of the game, we all build random stuff for our starter houses and for our shopping district. And then in the mid to late game, once all our shops are built, we usually just focus on whatever the theme of our base is. And we don't do a lot of stuff outside of those themes, right? So the idea is to have... I was like looking at the islands around the parking lots and stuff. I was like, oh, you could divide that up and people could claim plots and have a place to all go build random stuff together in the mid to late game. And so I'm also going to have some people run some workshops out here. Like Cleo might run a armor stand workshop on the back patio of the building, having people eating lunch. You know, I'm going to try and get either Pearl or Corrales to do a truck building workshop. We'll put a bunch of trucks on the roads. So, like, Pearl might, you know, build an example truck and kind of talk to us about ideas. And then, you know, I would supply materials for any hermits who wanted to participate. And then we all go pick a random spot on the road, build a truck, and then we go talk about it, you know. Cleo had specifically said that she would love for B-dubs to do a... facade building thing where we put facades on buildings, and we're gonna have a storage building over here at some point. We don't have it yet, but that would be something where, like, for the storage building, B-dubs might run us through, here's how you here's how you throw together a facade, right? And then, okay, you guys each take a wall and try to, you know, spice it up, make some decisions, you know, that sort of thing. So it's a very loose concept at this point, because it kind of depends on what exactly we need at those points in the season when this is open. We are getting closer and closer to opening day, but, you know, it's gonna... The idea isn't completely fixed. But yeah, I just liked that this area was big, and it had a lot of divisions with the roads that we could use to allocate space cleanly, you know? So that people don't have to worry about going in and claiming an area by marking it out. They just say, oh, hey, this hot dog inside of these roads is mine. What time is it for me right now? Showtime! Showtime! My name's Joe Hills and the place to be. That's correct, y'all. Middle Tennessee. Okay, let's grab... Oh, yeah, we should probably put some of this stuff into chests. Linksy says, yeah, that makes sense. Looking forward to the vision coming together over time. Thank you. I am very excited about this coming together over time, too. This is one of those things where I don't... Because the goal is to build a collaborative canvas, I know what I want the canvas to look like before people start working on it. But the goal is to make a canvas that's usable enough that I can't imagine what it will look like when people are done with it. Does that make sense? And so there's going to be a tipping point in this project when I get my first tenant in here, hopefully by the end of the week. CubFan is going to be getting his... I'm like, right now, this part I'm mining out, this is the border of, like, CubFan's area. Once CubFan comes in and claims this space, like, all of a sudden, I don't know what to expect anymore. And that's really interesting to me and exciting. And a big turning point for the project. Shrimp Pear says, super cool. Are you going to include the ponds? Well, I've got the lagoon. Where's the lagoon? The lagoon is over there. And then the spray pools to the north are going to get dug out in the second half of the project. But my goal is to get the southwest half of the oval in before we do the grand opening and anybody can kind of free-for-all claim land. And, you know, with stuff like this, too, I also don't know what the tempo is going to be. Because there was one year where I built a Halloween district, and I put in a portal and another tunnel and stuff. I was like, yo, here's this place we can build spooky stuff for Halloween, yay! And then, like, one or two other people came and built, right? And I was like, oh, that was maybe a lot of work and not a lot of payoff. But whatever, that's fine. You know, I still had fun making my stuff. And then that season, Season 6finity, we stayed on the same world for another while. And all of a sudden it's like, somebody was like, oh, hey, I need a place I can put this spooky thing. I'm like, oh, you can put it underneath one of the crypts in my graveyard from the Halloween area. And then other people were like, oh, yeah, I need to build something over there, too. And then all of a sudden we had, like, the Halloween district, like, 6 to 9 months later completely blows up because the infrastructure work was already kind of there. Of like, well, it's connected to the Nether, and there's a few visually interesting things. So, you know, I also, when I tell the viewers, like, yeah, we're going to let people start claiming areas in June, that doesn't mean I expect this place to pop off in June. This place might not pop off for another 9-10 months. But, you know. Okay. So, where was I? We've got all the trees down here. We need to get these ones, too. Yeah, my diamond axe got blown up by a creeper, like, 20 minutes ago. So, we are using iron axes. Oh, also, if anybody wants to show the Lynxy Raiders how the camera gets bigger, the camera gets larger and more transparent when we hit certain tipping milestones. We are currently $16 away from the next face camera expansion milestone, and tips are welcome via paypal.me/JoeHills and YouTube Super Chat. Okay, so what are we doing here? This one over here needs to go. Minecrafter Joe asked about the overlay. Yeah, that's the web camera. A lot of streamers... So when I first started streaming back in 2008, we didn't really use webcams. And so I put off using a web camera for as long as possible because I didn't feel like it was going to add anything to my stream. But then people insisted that I get one. They're like, Joe, no, you can't keep streaming like it's 2008. You need a camera. I was like, fine. I don't think I like it. It's going to be kind of small, because I don't want it to be too distracting. And, oh, hey, thank you, Pluto, for the 5. He says, howdy, Joe. I'm in a bit of a weird time zone, and you're one of the few people who stream while I'm awake. I really appreciate that. Thank you very much, Pluto, for the 5. That puts us 11 away from the next face camera expansion milestone. So anyway, so I had the camera really small. And somebody one day was just like, Joe, your camera's too small. And I'm like, I'm tired of people hassling me about this camera. You know? And the person's like, if I gave you $20, would you make the camera bigger? And I said, well, that's not really fair to everyone else if I give you special treatment. So if I do this, then the rule is from now on, every time we get $20 in tips, the camera will get bigger. Are you okay with that? And everybody there that night said, yes, we're okay with that. And I went from making about $6 a stream on average to being able to quit my day job in a few months. So, yeah, that's why this is the way it is. Thank you very much to Sean Cockerell for tipping 16. That's going to get us 5 past our next face camera expansion milestone. And Sean Cockerell writes, how much until the Beetlejuice? Well, let's find out. Here we go. It's time to expand Joust. Do-do-do-do. And we are going to, each time the camera gets bigger, we also lower the opacity sum. So we're dropping the opacity from 16% to 12%. And Sean Cockerell said, how much longer until the Beetlejuice? Okay, so another $20 would get us to 9%. 40 would get us to 6%. 60 would get us to 3%. We would zero at the camera at $80 is the answer, Sean Cockerell. Thank you for asking. Tips are welcome via paypal.me/JoeHills and YouTube Super Chat. Noah Austin says, what a legacy that person left. You know, I don't even remember. Does anybody remember who that was? I feel like that was just some random person who was kind of trying to troll me, but was willing to spend 20 bucks to do it. I don't think that was like a regular. Serene Spark says, what happens when you zero it out? You'll have to see. Okay. So let's come over here real quick and chop up some more things. Did we get all the trees already? Yeah, one more. Yeah, for all I know, that could have been a time traveler. That seems like the sort of time traveler, universe nudging nonsense one should expect from a Joe Hill stream, right? Okay. So, let's zoom in over here on our map, and we're going to move our little slope markers here. Okay, so assuming that I did this right earlier, which I don't want to do because I put in these markers a while ago. So this is 618 negative 2073. So I need then one at 619 2074 as well. And then that's the end of that. And then there's going to be building pieces here. And I'm not sure how I want to indicate those. Maybe sandstone for right now. I don't think I'm going to keep this sandstone, but we do have sandstone over here, and I'd rather use it than not use it. Okay. So there's where that emerges from there, and then here's this. Okay. Yeah, let's just grab some sandstone real quick for this. There's kind of like a little retaining wall here. And we're going to toss these because we don't need them right now. Minecrafter Joe Official says, for your safety, I recommend non-explosive rockets. I mean, I've got a whole special webcam. I've got a whole special camera view so I can showcase the rockets better. So, actually, my original plan for this season of HermitCraft was not to use the Elytra at all, but CubFan was working so hard making cool rockets that I was like, fine, I'll use an Elytra so I can showcase Cub's cool rockets. Because that's what friends do. Yeah, safety's for nerds, writes Oriath Allium. In fairness, I also blew out the safety sliders on the camera mod I'm using for this. Camera Utils has a limit to how far away the camera's supposed to be in third-person mode. So I didn't like that, and I went into the config files and overrode that. Because I'm like, you can't tell me what to do. You're a Minecraft non-moderator. Modification. Yeah. Tools don't get to boss artists around. Okay, so here we go. Let's head back now. Hey, welcome back, Nola, in the Discord chat. Serene Sparks, yeah, I canceled my Adobe membership at the beginning of this year. That was one of my big wins early on in 2024, and I'm still excited about it 5 months later. Because, yeah, they kept increasing the price, and then I didn't like some of the directions they were taking, so I was like, I'm done. I'm out. Okay. So, actually, here's what we're going to do. This building base here is going to go up at least 9 feet, so okay. So let's look at this. So this is like 1, 2, 3. Actually, we're going to replace that. That's going to go 1. Once again, these are not the permanent blocks. This is that the base of the building is going to be made out of. This is just a approximation so that we can get something on here. Okay, so now we're going to draw a line from here to here. Okay, what is the slope of that line about? Okay. So slope of the line with points 636, negative 2078, and 622, negative 2077. I'm lucky that I was happy with Final Cut Pro and didn't need Premiere, because a lot of people get stuck in that Premiere trap. Okay, so this is a 1/14th slope. That's almost a 0 slope. So for 14 blocks, okay, that basically barely goes anywhere. Yeah, 2076, 2076, yeah. Okay. So this is 636, 630, yeah. Negative 2078 here. Wait, what? Oh, this should be... Okay. So basically, we want this to meet in the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. Cool. Blah. What am I doing? Yeah, Acrobat Pro is probably the piece that I miss the most when I occasionally have to work with PDF files. It's been a struggle, but it's fine on the whole. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I spent $500 on Final Cut Pro 11 years ago, and it was a one-time cost. So, yeah, what does that come out to monthly? If it had been a monthly service, how much would I be paying a month? Okay, so 11 years times 12 is 132. 500 divided by 132, yeah, $3.75 a month. I've been getting a lot of use out of that. Okay. Alrighty, have a good night, killer. If you need to call it a night, lay your head down and dream. Okay, so... Gonna go over one here. Okay, so then from there... So this is 640 to... There's a continuous straight line all the way up through here, if I'm reading this right. Okay. So 640 negative 20... $76 to 708 negative 2161. And the slope of this line is... This cannot be right. Okay. Yeah, I totally typed that wrong. Yeah, okay. That's why. I was like, there's no way the slope of this line is 0.1%. Okay, since we got creepered sleeping in one of our ground beacons the other day, I say the other day, I mean in game day. It was like earlier tonight. We're just going to glide over here real quick. I keep forgetting how high I fly. I don't pay attention, and I get too much altitude. Okay. This also means that no mobs will have spawned in the area that we're actually going back to. Okay. Okay, so now that we've set this up, the actual slope here is negative 5/4. Okay, so that's almost a slope of 1, but not quite. And it's going north faster than it's going east. So for every 4, we actually go 5 is the short version there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have to cut through here real quick. Apparently there's one tree I missed. Okay, so let's grab our iron axe here. Welcome, Hannah. Glad you could join us. Okay. So just as a reminder, we are 15 away from the next face camera expansion milestone. We've been streaming for almost 2 hours now, and tips are welcome via paypal.me/JoeHills and YouTube Super Chat. Okay. So let's double check our count here just to make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. This one's wrong. 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Well, that's why we check. I was like looking at the clock. I'm like, I've been doing this a while. I should double check my geometry before I get too invested, because I don't feel like this line is actually going to hit here where it's supposed to. And then this is where that intersects. Great. Okay, so we're going to continue this way just to get this whole line in here, all the way up to 708. Okay. Whoops. Okay, good. That seems to be aligning with this one too. That's a good sign. Getting too tired to do my math properly. That's okay. Oh yeah, I didn't factor in that this hill was here either. So that's a separate problem. But this is a problem that's outside the scope of what we actually have to solve tonight. The goal for tonight was to get this far enough along that Cubfan could go claim his new area. And Cubfan's area is not on this side. It's over here. Let's see if we can fly up somewhere that we have a good view. Let's try and land over on this tree. I like this particular little floating island over here. Okay, so Cubfan's labyrinth zone is going to be bounded on that side by this line. It's going to meet that wall there, come down to there. It's going to go all the way around back here. And you know what? Let's decrease the zoom just so that we can... Whoops. Let's zoom in enough that his area fills the screen. How about that? Yeah. So his area is going to be that area there. We haven't leveled it, but I don't know that we have to. I might ask him if he cares, because it would save me a lot of trouble, and I'm moving this week. And I do need to get grass along the dividers here. And the little sidewalks, I guess. That's like a separate concern, though. Noxonymous, I have not looked at that for PDFs. Again, though, it's not been urgent. I'm getting by okay with preview for PDF management, but it's not perfect. But yeah, so CubFan has this 1/3 of the parking lot here. And it would be helpful, maybe visually, if we could get some of the other details around here filled in, so that way it looks good in his episode. But that's not a must-have. I feel like we've done 100% of the must-have stuff at this point. Let's get our overlay back on here. Okay, how many more batches of frog lights do we got? We got 2 stacks. I feel like the best thing that we could possibly use those for at this time is going to be stuff near Cub's area. So getting these filled in. I do feel like I should maybe try to clear out this hillside. Like, I feel like leaving these smaller things in is one thing, but having this hillside blocks the view of the border, whereas that hill there is kind of internal to the zone. You know what I mean? It feels like a fun little island that he can decide if he wants to extend or remove. But the stuff over here is not helpful because it blocks his ability to parse where the boundaries are. Okay, so that's going to go along there. Okay, thinking this through. I feel like continuing these until they hit here is going to be valuable. So that's going to be like this. Okay, and then we'll fill in this over here like so. And let's get some grass in here so it can start spreading. Whoops. What are we plotting right now? Asks Elijah in the YouTube chat. If you click the What We're Building link that I have pinned to the top of the YouTube and the Twitch chats. Hey, you know what? I'll restart this spiel because we just got a raid rolling in from Doc Electric with a party of 3. Thank you very much, Doc Electric, for the Twitch raid. My name is Joe Hills. I'm broadcasting live from Nashville, Tennessee, here on the HermitCraft server. We are building a mid to late game community area here on HermitCraft. this is not ready to open yet. We are not in the mid to late game yet, although we are rapidly approaching the mid game. So my goal is to have a broad public grand opening June, mid-June. And I would like very much to have some of this populated and decorated a little bit before the big grand opening. So our first tenant, Cub Fan, is going to be rolling in and starting on his labyrinth zone before I leave for my move, hopefully. Now, this is going to be a long-term project for him, but there's going to be other stuff that people can build over here that's just, like, chill. NK Art says, after such a long season, it's odd to think of 5 months being mid-game. We're only 3 months in, NK. I'm saying we're not mid-game yet. Yeah. Or you're saying... Or wait, maybe I'm not understanding your point. Okay, either way, we need to get out of here before the mobs blow us up. We've already got creepered once and lost some gear earlier today. Fireworks away! Yeah, it might be closer to late June. Honestly, it's going to depend some on people's vacation plans, and, like, what I'm probably going to try and do is see if we can do the grand opening as part of, like, a HermitCraft stream day event type thing. And so, scheduling people in June for that sort of thing is a problem. Okay. Applesauce Official says, Joe, maybe you should think about an HHH to get this done. That's not the direction I want to take this, because I want people to come over here and think about doing creative, cool, experimental stuff, not about doing grindy stuff. I'm preparing the canvas so that when other people come over here, their first experience can be excitement and fun. You know, the few times we have had other hermits over here, it was like to fight withers and do exciting things, you know? We had Skiz over to fight the wither with the iron golems. Then we had the escaped wither with False and Cleo. Nope, I don't have any redeems enabled, Cyril Starborn. Because I'm not a partner, but for some reason Twitch seems to think I am, it was giving misleading pop-ups, and I had to turn it off. Because I was like, people are like, why does it say this when you're not a partner and it's not true? And I'm like, I don't know. I'm just going to turn it off because I cannot deal with that right now. Twitch did not ask me to set that up. They just set it up themselves and then did it wrong. So I was like, I don't... No, I'm done. Okay. Oh yeah. I was supposed to be taking some of this material and then filling stuff in. That was... And then I got distracted. How is moving, by the way? Well, I made a bunch of phone calls on Friday to move my electric coverage, my renter's insurance, and my internet. And then I've got a couple more calls I need to make tomorrow. We're going to be getting the keys at the end of this week. And so it's supposed to rain really hard this weekend, but we've got a week of overlap. So I haven't put in for the van rental yet, because I might wait and see if it's actually going to rain this weekend or not. I'm going to be borrowing a truck from my parents so I can move some stuff myself in just like a pickup truck. But for the biggest furniture, we're going to need an actual van. Yeah, I'm still in Nashville. Nashville has a lottery system for its middle schools and high schools. And so in order to qualify for the best schools, your kid has to do really well on a bunch of tests. But the tests aren't so hard that nobody passes them. And so unfortunately, since more kids pass the tests than there's seats at the schools, and they don't have the ability to add more seats at the schools, they have to do a lottery. So you don't know where your kid is going to school until, like, April. But once they get into one of the good schools, they're there until they finish, right? You know, so it is problematic. And so this school would be very hard to get to based on traffic patterns every morning and afternoon from where we live now. So we are moving across town. The new apartment will be nicer in a lot of ways than our current apartment and about the same amount of money. But the big downside is we couldn't find a 3-bedroom apartment in that area. And so the studio is going to be in a non-air-conditioned garage. So we're gonna have fun in the summer. I'm working on workarounds for that now, but yeah. I've got some ideas. Because, like, the thing is, like, when I was streaming from, like, my bedroom closet, that wasn't air-conditioned properly either. There was no real ventilation in there. So, it is suboptimal in Tennessee, Burke. The other thing is, yeah, so when I was streaming from my bedroom closet, the air conditioning made a ton of noise in that closet if it was turned on, even though there was no actual vent benefit. So the entire apartment would be heating up while I turned off the air conditioning to record in the closet that even wasn't itself air conditioned. Projectile Cross says, that's pretty messed up for a public school system. You shouldn't have to move so your kid can do school. Well, they're not forcing me to move. I could spend an hour commuting each... like, here's the thing. Is, like, if I worked in that part of town, it would be no problem. But I don't work in that part of town. I work from home. So I had to move where I'm working to my new home, which is going to be near the school. But yeah, I'm just not ready to spend that much time. Also, we don't have a car. So yeah, it would be like an hour city bus ride there and back every day from here. Which just was not viable. Especially if I was going to be dropping her off at first. I mean, Nashville is too large a city to be able to get everywhere quickly, Projectile Cry. That's... like, Davidson County is Nashville. It would be impossible for them to... like, so the thing is, I am guaranteed the option of a school that's way closer than that. I'm guaranteed the option of a school that's way closer than that. It's just not as good a school. The schools that you have to, like, that you have to test into, like, those ones, you don't get a geographic location guarantee, right? Because there's not a lot of them, and they can only put them in certain places, right? Yeah, moving does suck. It's going to be very costly and time-consuming, and I'm worried I'm going to miss a lot of streams toward the end of the month, which is one of the reasons we're trying to get this done now. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I could have just told my kid you can't apply for the honors schools. I'm not forced to go to the further school. But my kid's pretty smart and wanted to go to a school that would be more challenging, right? Yeah, so the lottery is to qualify for the schools that there's not enough seats for. NK Arts were the 2 streams this weekend a decent boost. I am definitely feeling less stressed than I was, but we were kind of behind all month on revenue, so this was more of a, well, we're not as screwed as I thought thing, thank goodness, versus, like, we're not ahead, exactly. Although Sean Cockrell definitely is not going to leave that unaddressed. Sean Cockrell says, moving fund, and tips 100. So here we go. Actually, probably should have done that one by one. Okay, so hold on. 15 is the first expansion. Here we go. Expand Jost. Do 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 do. And then we are going to find my eyeball and lower the opacity now to 9%. 35 gets us to our next face camera expansion milestone. So numero dos, even larger jost. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Linksy Raiders, stick around. This is about to get even weirder. Lowering the opacity now from 9% to 6%. Okay. And then, so that was 35. For 55, we're going to lower the opacity once again. Here we go. Expand Joe's numero trace, even larger face. Okay, so we're going to find where my eyeball is. Going to lower the opacity to the 3, but before we do that, we're going to bring it back up. There we go. That's how big my eye is at this point on the camera. It's gotten large. Lowering the opacity now to 3%. Okay. And then for our next expansion, so that was 55. So 75 is going to get us to zero this out, and we've got a special song just for that occasion.
Dear live stream viewers, will you watch my face? It took up your screens and began to fade. It replaced some pixels from a game you like. And this is my job, so I wanna be a webcam expander. Webcam expander. It's off color optics from a broken cam.
And some of the chat just throws up its hands. The Jost is beetled for showtime now. It's a heady job and he wants to be a webcam expander. Webcam expander. Webcam expander. Webcam expander. Alrighty, so we're done with that nonsense. It's me. Hey, no, stop playing piano. Beetlejost is here, and I'm here to say stop playing piano in a major way. Also, I think creepers are about to spawn, so we're gonna lay our heads down and dream till dawn. Boom. It's me, the Beetlejost with the Beetlemost. I hope y'all are having a fantastic stream, despite whatever nonsense that other guy was saying. I'm here to make this good again. Welcome. Now, hey, I see that Sean Cockrell rolled in with a big tip earlier, and the first 75 of that got us those several expansions. And then the remaining 25 is going on the abacus here toward the next expansion. You might say 25 toward an expansion. Wouldn't that be a full expansion and change? Hey, I'm the Beetlejost. I'm worth it. We're switching over to $50 expansions from here on out. So welcome one and all to whatever this is. Okay. Boy, shoveling is going to be a problem with this nearly destroyed shovel. Luckily, if we're going to make a run over there... why didn't I not put storage stuff in away? I'm so easily distracted. It's fine. It's late at night. It's 10:39 here. Woo. Alrighty. That's fun. I'm just going to grab these blocks, and I was going to say we'll put them... Let's move our stuff over to this beacon, actually. These things here are trash, basically. Okay. So we're going to just go ahead and store all that. Yeah. Yeah. So one of these should have chests in it. They don't. That's garbage. That's fine. We will steal chests from chests. There we go. Shoveling things is not as good as hitting them with an axe. Ba-bum, ba-bum. Gonna go place the chests over here. Then I'm coming right back. But Okay. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to make sure that these are, like, color-coded appropriately. So here's going to be where our grass goes. Yay. And then you might say, well, where's the cobble going to go? Good question. It's going to go in here. Yay. And then what about the gravel? Well, good news. We'll put the gravel in this chest. Ta-da. Yay. Oh, wait, no logs, you don't go in there. You get your own chest. This is going to directly interact with the corner of the building. I'm sure that won't be a problem for later. Okay. So, here we go. We're going to put this last chest here with the logs in it. And actually, we should probably put this crafting bench here. Okay, let's go grab all that stuff we left on the ground. It wasn't too much. Cool. And then we'll grab some of that there. Do we want to consolidate any of this? Probably not. But whatever, we can. It's an option. Pony writes, oh my gosh, it's Beetlejuice. Yeah, what up, Pony? Hope you're enjoying being culturally distinct from a baby horse. I don't know if you guys know this, but a foal is not a pony. It's just something to think about, you know. Okay, so where were we? We're going to go ahead and put this dirt down here. Got a lot of dirt, so probably maybe 2 chests. Double chests. Boom. You might say, wait, where do you have all that dirt? Well, it's all on the ground back there. We're going to go get it real quick. Where is it on the ground? It might have despawned. Okay, so, yeah, all that dirt's gone. Hope you didn't need it for anything. The Night Terror. Hey, welcome, Night Terror asks, Beetlejuice, with big builds, are there things I need to plan for? I don't know. It depends on what kind of entertainment you're trying to provide. You know, I kind of, you know, tend to fail upward. You know, not too much, though. Gotta watch out for that stairway to heaven. They're always trying to get me in there. They're like, hey, you're so popular. You'd really, you know, class up the joint. And I'm like, oh, man, I know. It's not my scene. You know, I'm just going to be on my way. But anyway. So, yeah. Fail upward, but not that far. But, yeah, I don't know. Just kind of make stuff up as you go. It helps if you have, like, a general concept, maybe an outline, you know. Because it's hard to fail at things if you don't have, like, a rough idea of what you're supposed to be doing. You know, at that point, you're just kind of, I don't know, playing jazz music. Which, I mean, granted, I could fail at playing jazz music, but I would fail upward. So, I mean, that's, you know, one of those things. You can take it however you want. But, you know, but at a certain point, you know, if you don't have a certain kind of preconceptions about what your goals are, you know, it's not really a success or failure type scenario at all at that point. Serene Sparks says, how does Beetlejuice feel about being a puppet? Well, hey, I hate to break it to you, Serene Sparks, but we're all puppets, you know, at a certain point, you know, in a certain cosmological sense, you know. The question is, you know, are you holding your own strings or not? You know, unless you're a sock puppet. In which case, you know, the question is, you know, whose arm is up you? Yeah, it's kind of real deep thoughts, you know, sort of thing you got to consider. I don't bother. Pony writes in the YouTube chat, I wonder who Beetlejuice's favorite pony is. You know, I actually don't know a lot of ponies personally. There's one person named Pony that I know who, like, lives in Ohio. But I think I played Jackbox with them. Oh, it's one of my fiance's friends. I played Jackbox with them a few times. I think they made a Pokemon comic. They seem pretty cool. So, let's see. We got some more dirt here. Should probably set up, like, an arbitrary box here for, random stuff that doesn't really fit anywhere else, like the lapis and all that. You just... Ooh, no, we want to hold on the frog legs. Hey, Kitty Potato Girl, glad I could cheer you up a little bit. Sorry you're having to deal with that, but whatever. There's more than 3 people in the world. And it's hard to, keep that in perspective when you're one of the 3, but can't let the other 2 drag you down. Or maybe you're one of, maybe it would be a quattro if you were involved, and so, like, the other 3 people are dragging it down. I don't know. My point is, I wouldn't stress about it too much. Okay, what do we got here? 42 durability left. That's not exactly a... We've already lost one of my high-quality tools this evening, so I don't think we want to burn another one. Hey, let's switch this to our offhand here. Maybe we can fix that up a little. A lot of this is going to require that shovel. Back up to 58. That's not like a lot of experience there. Do we have any other coal or lapis on the ground we could go harvest? Yeah, let's go grab all that. Fixing the shovel. Fixing a shovel. To a mashu. Fixing a shovel. Hey, we found a secret tunnel. What are the odds? Serene Sparks writes, serious respect for doing this by hand. By the way, I'm sure Doc is containing himself from building flying machine bombers. Well, actually, the thing is, all the materials I'm gathering here is actually, like, fueling the industry and the rest of the server. Doc's flying machine bombers destroy everything. I harvest. It's a lot more peaceful, constructive. See? Doc just takes. I take so I can give, So it's a different vibe. Okay, yeah, we're back down to 68 again on the durability there. Not ideal. Yeah, we might have a small amount of experience back in our chicken cooking thing, but that's probably not worth it. Voice is fine, thanks for asking. This is just how I talk. I don't know what you're talking about there. Oh, hey, welcome back, Sora. Alrighty, okay, so, let's see here, 68 durability, not ideal. Anything else we can break over here? Any coal we can mine? Hey, there's some. Put that in our offhand there. Boom, boom, boom. Let's go. really don't want to go to the Nether. You know, I was telling you about avoiding heaven earlier. You know, so you want to avoid hell, you gotta, you know, go for the experiences that you can find here. Okay, so it gets us up to 92 on that. Johnny Mayhem writes, "Isn't Joe the singing hermit? What's going on with that voice?" Oh yeah. Hey, I could perform one of my favorite songs if you like. I don't know if you've heard of the show Metalocalypse, but the opening theme is goes a little something like, "Do anything for Deathclock. Do anything for Deathclock. Do anything for Deathclock. 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 Don't keep Wartooth all in a tree. Squiz elf, not a bumblebee. William Murderface, Murderface, Murderface. Nathan Explosion. Deathclock, 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 Deathclock." Boom. Yeah, see, I'm the singing hermit. 11 durability. No, not great. Really wanted to destroy this whole thing. It's like it's so close to done. Well, it's just not. Hey, welcome Sam Martin there in the YouTube chat. I'm glad you enjoyed that. Is there any coal over here we can mine too? There's some. Oh, wait, we gotta put that there. Yeah, that wasn't helpful. Yep. Gusty Gale says, "Make everything metal, Beetlejuice." I mean, I was gonna say, I hate to break it to you, Gusty Gale, but everything is metal. I mean, past a certain point on the right side of the periodic table anyway. It's kind of a little diagonal line there. Or should I say on the left of the periodic table? I don't know, I'm not really, my brain, left and right, you know, whatever. You want directions, go ask a cardinal. I wasn't even a bishop. Unbuckled spaghetti, I'm down here in slot 9, whatever. Actually, I'm kind of leaking out the side there. That's fine. We are 25 away from the next expansion. If anybody's enjoying this, yeah, Pony says I'm super tiny on the hotbar. Yeah, the camera gets bigger when we hit certain tipping milestones. 25 away from the next expansion milestone if you're interested. If not, whatever, I don't care. So I made a new shovel. Oh, it's slow. I could just use the pickaxe at this point. Wow. Yeah, thank you, Haste 2 Beacon. You're really doing a lot of work here. Slot 9 is very comfy. Elijah from the YouTube chat. Thank you for asking. Okay. Yeah, that's not really a viable strategy, is it? Well, I mean, there's so little left. Yeah, grass blocks definitely take longer to break, Katie Potato Girl. That's one of the reasons you don't want to walk away from something like this, because the grass will spread to the dirt. So basically, you want to, when you shear off the grass layer, you want to get rid of all the dirt before the grass layer grows back. Because otherwise you're making more work for yourself later when it spreads. Welcome back, Cub. What? This shovel's almost broken too? You're kidding me. Perfect! Nailed it! Look at that. I'm the Beetlejuice Jost, and I'm the best. Jost. Look at that. Perfect. Perfect. Hey, Anton Staff tipping 25 says, get on out of there. Thank you, Anton Staff. If anybody else would like to celebrate that perfect shovel destruction, please send your tips my way via YouTube Super Chat and paypal.me/JoeHills. So here we go. Now that we've hit that 50 milestone, please direct your attention down here to slot 9 where I'm putting the hot bar so I can say howdy, y'all. Beetlejuice here, expanding as I always do. Nashville, Tennessee. D-D-D-D-D. D-D-D-D-D-D. Yeah. Okay. Perfect shovel. Perfect shovel. To destruction. Perfect, 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 perfect shovel. Okay. So at this point, we need to remove those 2 chests and this stupid little thing here, and I'm gonna leave that for Cubfan to decide what he wants to do with it. If he wants to embrace the nature of the area, or if it doesn't fit his vision, he can clear it out. But I mean, that's leaving that one island compared to everything doesn't feel too rude. Okay. Yeah, let's actually let's go ahead and just put this in here for right now. Gravel, I think, was here. Have I checked my mind block statistics recently? Well, I passed 1 million the other day. Got a trophy from Asuma. It's at my shop. My new name tag shop. If you're interested, you can head over there in the world download and check it out. It says 1 million stone mined. Yep, here, let me look at the statistics here. Items, pickaxe. So I'm at 1,02,940 here. With another good amount of gravel, dirt. Yeah. As you can see, I've been busy. In terms of placed, though, where's my placed times used? I've placed 3,400 or 34,000 dirt. Hold on. I've placed 8,000 verdant frog lights. I thought it was 15,000. Yeah, I thought that sounded wrong. We can sleep when we're done. We're not done here yet. Okay. Now it's time to go. We're going to head back this way. Because we do need to repair our shovel and also get some more fireworks. Yeah, the rockets are called 1 million stone mined. Cubfan gave me 6 stacks of those as a gift to celebrate the occasion there. Very kind of him. That Cubfan, big fan. Big Cub fans in this house, yep. Okay, let's just offload some of this immediately. Okay, I can go in there. Okay, so where do we leave our extra rockets? These are the fancy rockets, though, so, you know, they're expensive. We're not going to use them a lot. Just warning you. We do need to go... you know what, we'll hold on to that for right now. Let's go fix our stuff, and then somebody wanted to see the trophy. We can go visit the shop we built yesterday night to showcase the trophy. The rockets usually look a lot better in the nether here. I gotta be all colorful and stuff. Ooh, love them. Anyway, so here we go, back here. So we're gonna go stop by the shop to look at the trophy first. And then we'll go to the nether to fix our stuff at the end. So the new shop I built is for my name tags. I haven't built the inside yet. I just got the roof done. But, yeah, it's over this way. So the name of the shop is, hello, my name is Lasertag. Ta-da. I like it a lot. Dun, dun, dun. We got carpet. It's made of 4 materials. Red terracotta, white concrete powder, which I wetted, lime carpet, and green carpet. I feel like it really comes together. So yeah, we're gonna sell our name tags out of here. For right now, we just got a little bucket down here. Temporary shot barrel. But anyway, so this is the trophy here from Asuma. He had that commissioned. Any hermit who mines 100,000, sorry, not 100,000, a million stone can get one of these. And you might say, well, how close is everybody else? Well, Doc has the least stone mined of anyone on the server. Here's a book that updates automatically with stone mine stats. Etho has about 1/8. Maybe 1/6. Yeah, Etho has about 1/6 of what I do. Asuma has about 1/8. Tango's at 1/10. Yeah, I'm apparently leading the server for stone mines this season. But yeah, so thank you again to Asuma for this cool trophy. And Cub for leaving the barrel of rockets, which I have since taken. Those, yeah. But yeah, that's pretty good. I didn't really intend to set a record or anything. I'm just naturally talented, so there we go. Now you know. We're gonna head back to the portal and then go fix our shovel in the end. And then we're gonna look down at what we built today. Green Dark Lady says, I like the green carpet on the red compared to the lime. Yeah, I wanted it to feel like a marker. Singing Jazz, Yaz says, thanks for the company. I'm off to bed. Have a good night. Oh, thank you very much, Singing Jazz. I appreciate you. Stop by. Oh, boy, yeah. This area, when you first come in, over by the portal, it kind of lags a little. But, yeah. Yeah, my big theme this season in terms of, like, structure is I'm doing stuff that's broad rather than tall. I did a lot of tall stuff last season because the build height got extended, so I wanted to play with that concept. But I feel like we're past that point now. Look at those fireworks. Cub fam really nailing it. Absolutely brilliant fireworks work, Cub. Oh yeah, is hostile mob sounds off? Yeah, sure it is. Cool. Let's go somewhere with a bunch of hostile mobs, right? We don't want to pick up a million enters thing, so we're gonna put the copper there. Down we go. Putting this in the old offhand. And down this way. Technically, you can fly out here, but I never feel safe, really. Welcome, MJCD. There's our elytra and our armor fixed already. Getting everything else going. Katie Potato Girl says the ender pearls on the floor are insane. Yeah, let's clean that up. Bye. So weird not having an axe to fix. This will be done by the time we get over there. Ooh, look at that one. That one's real pretty. Very fancy cub, thank you. Style. Okay, so we're back here. It's daytime. Okay, so here's what we want to do. Let's grab a few more rockets out of our box here. Wrong box. These tools back in the right spots there. Whoa. Whoa. I accidentally kind of didn't really manage what I was trying to do there because I was showing off. Ooh, that one's nice. Gradual color change there. Yeah, okay, so this area that is going to be Cub fans is now more clearly marked out. Let's see, can we land on top of that thing? Yeah, we can. Look at that, Ender Pearl. Perfect. Okay, so let me pull up the map here and see if this looks right. So we should have that curve in, then up, then over, then diagonal. Yeah, I think that's about right there. Okay. We're just kind of sanity checking everything real quick, making sure it looks okay. I mean, I think it looks okay, but, you know, it's better to check, right? You don't want to be wrong. Let's zoom this out just one. Come over a little. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. I don't know, what do y'all think? I'm gonna stay up here and just admire it for a minute and just give it a chance to soak in. I feel like the little grassy islands, I forget what you call those, the dividers on that main turnaround are going to need to be filled in. That's not a huge problem. Hey, Silent Whisperer, thank you for the raid. Rolling in with a party of 467. Appreciate you bringing your folks by. We are currently looking at the thing I'm building in Minecraft. We got a link to what we're building. Silent Whisperer writes, hello there. Hello there, Silent Whisperer. What did you get up to today? Hope you had a fantastic stream. Today, what we're doing, I've got a link at the top that says what we're building. And this is a full-scale model of the Bell Laboratories Research and Development Campus from Homedale, New Jersey. The oval in this map is 900 blocks long on the major diameter, 600 blocks long on the minor diameter. The building itself is a quarter-mile long. We don't have the building in really clearly yet. You can kind of see it. We got some gold and coal marking the edges of the building. We got the lagoon there. We were just trying to finish the kind of markers around the parking lot here. This part of the parking lot is going to be Cub Fan's labyrinth. He's got some sort of labyrinth planned. And I'm trying to get this ready to hand over to him to start building in the next few days. It's not 100% ready yet. Specifically, I wanted to clean up the dividers and stuff over here. Uncle Jimbo says, oh, that's sick. Actually, my last week, one of my college physics classes was dedicated to work that came out of that laboratory. Yeah, they did a lot of important stuff there on radio and electronics. But yeah, if we kind of bring the camera out wider here, you can kind of see the oval a little bit better. We're going to have the eastern entrance road going out that way there. The oval is going to continue up and around out that way as well. Let me see if I zoom in with my eyes. You can kind of see the markers. Those stone markers indicate where the northeast end of the oval is going to be. We're currently only working really on the southwest part of the oval here. You can't see too much of it behind that mountain, which I still need to remove. But you can see part of that road there. That's the western entrance road over there. So, big place. Gritmonger says lasers, fiber optics. Yeah, they did all sorts of crazy stuff there. Very advanced research facility there. So, anyway, yeah. Let's see. Some people also might be curious, where's Mumbo Jumbo's villager farm? That's that. That connects via that ice boat road over to there. There's where Mumbo's iron farm is. And then our neighbor B-Dubs is further out that way, but you can't quite see his base from this area. So, yeah. We just spent about 3 hours working on getting all this laid in. So, I appreciate the raid, Silent Whisper. I'm glad you appreciate the build and the progress. Thank you so much for the kind words and for bringing people over here. I was actually just in the process of, okay, we're going to take a minute to breathe in what we've been working on, and then we're going to wrap up the stream because it's getting late here and I got to get my kid to school in the morning. You know how it is. So let's see who we can send this raid along to here. Bum, bum, bum. Is this guy actually live? Let me see. It looks like on the preview the stream is completely dark. Okay, no. I have no idea what this game is, but this guy Falcon, who was the drummer in the rock band I was in. That's right. I said rock band twice. I said rock band. I used to be in a band that would go to PlayOnCon and compete in rock band video game competitions where we would write comedy lyrics and play the songs. And we won several years in a row. This guy Falcon was our drummer at the PlayOnCon rock band contest. So I've known him quite a few years, probably since around 2009. Wow, it's 15 years now. Wow. Anyway, he's playing some sort of game called Euden Chronicles 100 Heroes. I have no idea what that is. But yeah, we're going to send y'all over there. Our raid message is howdy y'all, Joe Hills raid here. Until next time, y'all, this is Joe Hills from Nashville, Tennessee. Keep adventuring.